All right, boys and germs, welcome to the Daily Crack. And this is the home edition of the Daily Crack. This is where Damo set up his office from during lockdown. So this is it. I got my go faster fucking swivel chair. You're at the desk, the telly's just behind. Jumanji just in the fucking corner there behind that. So yeah, if you're watching right now, where the fuck is the camera on the phone? I'm looking at myself, but it looks... anyway, who gives a fuck? If you're watching right now, hashtag live. If you're watching later on, tomorrow, whenever the fuck, hashtag replay. And if you think this is worth sharing, fucking share the shit out of the video. Because there'll be people that'll be listening to what I'm about to say, and it might be... exactly where it might be exactly what they need to hear in order to put them on the right track when it comes to tracking calories and shit like that. Now, first of all, let me acknowledge as well that this is the first time I've done a Daily Crack this late in the evening. Just my head's up my hole lately. There's no fucking excuse for it. It's not that I'm fucking trying different times. I'd normally like to get this shit done early in the day. But yeah, no, I'm fucking running around like a fucking blue ass fly trying to get jobs done. I've just organised for the gym party for my CrossFit Westgate legends to start earlier. So we can start partying on Saturday night at 6 o'clock. That's 7:30. That hour and a half. That's good. That's 3 pints maybe. 4 pints to a professional. You know, so fucking looking forward to it. Looking forward mostly to fucking shooting the shit with my clients after this fucking hell of a year that we've fucking had. And yeah, just fucking mad for scooping with them and talking shit and fucking having a bit of a dance and just acting the maggot, and God knows what will happen at the Christmas party, as you would well know. But anyway, the idea of the video tonight is because these are the constant questions I get asked. It's like, you know, how the fuck do I track my calories? Or where the fuck do I even start? So if you are... Shauna, what's the crack? If you are thinking about tracking your calories and you're going to do it yourself. Okay, so these are the rules if you're going to do it yourself without my aid. This will be my guidelines for you. Okay, you need to use MyFitnessPal. There's a few other apps out there. I don't give a fuck which one you use, but I'm recommending MyFitnessPal. It's for free. You don't need to pay for the advanced version or anything like that. Just get the fucking free version. Now, this is where you've got to be careful. When you put in all your information and shit like that, and you will automatically want to, Lisa, giddy up. You will want to put in what your goal is. And your goal may be to lose fat, to gain muscle, blah, blah, blah. My advice, first things first, download the app. Second thing is, do not put in what your goal is. You go to maintenance. All right? Because this is where you have to be clever about what you're doing. You set MyFitnessPal to maintenance because I'm assuming you've never tracked your calories before. So if you've never tracked your calories before, this is where we start. So you set your calories to maintenance. This means that if you're eating that amount of calories, you're not going to gain weight or fucking lose weight. You're just going to stay the same. Why is that important? Okay. The main reason why I get people to track calories is because it brings awareness to where the fucking calories are coming from. This is not something I want you to be super obsessive about. This is not something I want you to be doing for the rest of your life. This is just me bringing something into your life that allows you to kind of shine a light on the food that you're eating and where the density of the calories come from. This is the reason why I use it, is because this is what's worked for me. When I was working with these guys in America in order to build muscle, I was doing all the training, I was doing everything they asked, and I was eyeballing the nutrition. But they kept asking me, was I tracking? But I was assuming I was eating enough because I felt full all the time. And then when they called me out on this, they asked me to add them in their MyFitnessPal. I had nothing done. So I had been lying to them this entire time, and I wasn't gaining any size, I wasn't gaining any muscle, I wasn't gaining any weight. So when they called me out on it, I actually pulled my fucking arse into gear and I started tracking. But I done it the old-fashioned way. I fucking got my piece of paper out, wrote all the foods down, weighed them all out, and then at the end of the day, went on Google and went, what is the calories in 250 grams of oats? And then wrote down all the calories, and then calculated for the day. Then all of a sudden, I realized how low amount of calories I was eating. The very next day, I think I was eating like 2,200 and I needed to be eating 3,000. The very next day, I tried to eat 3,000 calories. I just couldn't fucking do it. My body was so used to eating a certain number of calories. And I can tell you this much right now, that no matter what the goal is that you're trying to achieve, you're only a few calories away from achieving it on a daily basis. You're not gaining weight. You're not gaining 2 or 3 kilos a day because you're overeating. You're gaining 2 or 3 kilos a month because you're eating slightly too much all the time. You're overgrazing. So by tracking your calories, you're going to first of all start becoming aware of what's going in the cake hole. All right, we see where this is going. If you become aware what's going in the cake hole, then you can shave off little bits. And I'll always say this to people, there's no such thing as bad food. Eat the fuck what you want. I do not care. But make sure you're in your calorie target. And when you start this journey, getting used to tracking and hitting your maintenance level is the way we begin. Especially if you're doing this on your own. When you're working with me, I'll be constantly checking in with you. I'll be asking you certain questions and I'll be making sure you're doing the right thing. But when you're working on your own, work to your maintenance level. Do that for 2 weeks. That's your third thing. Do that for 2 weeks. If you after 2 weeks are being very exact and hitting your maintenance level on a daily basis, well then what we will do next depends on your goal. All right. So you're trying to build muscle. You got to increase that by 200 calories. You're trying to burn fat or lose weight. You need to decrease that by 200 calories. Okay? Now, this is only if you're accurately hitting your maintenance level. Because I know people will start listening to this right now and they'll be like, I'm going to skip stage 2 and go straight to stage 3. And this is the problem I have with MyFitnessPal. That when you put in your goals and you want to maybe lose fat especially, it will put you into a far too extreme calorie deficit, which is not sustainable. And it gives people, it basically people lose hope with it because the two things that fuck up a diet is no energy. Not having the energy to function throughout the day because they're not eating enough. And then their sleep fucks up at night because, again, they're not eating enough. And when your body is hungry, you're producing cortisol, which keeps you awake, which is a stress hormone. And if you have energy throughout the day, it means you're fucking not eating enough. This is how I work with people. So I will bring awareness to this by asking them certain questions. I'll be like, okay, how are we going today? Where are we with this? How is your energy levels? My energy levels are fantastic. I'm fucking flying. And okay, well then what we'll do is we'll knock off 100 calories or 200 calories and we'll see how we go for the next 2 weeks. So, this is what you do if you're going to do this on your own. Download MyFitnessPal. Put in your information, but go to the maintenance level. Find your maintenance level. Work with that for 2 weeks accurately, because it takes time to put in all the food. This is the chore on the first 2 weeks. Is first of all get comfortable using that app. Because it's comprehensive. I'll tell you, it's one of the best apps out there. There's so much food in it. And it's all about, all right, Mr. Chris, what's the crack? It's all about getting comfortable with using the app. But stick with it. Listen, your phone is welded to your motherfucking hand. If you can spend an hour scrolling through TikTok, you can spend 10 minutes of the day entering in your food into MyFitnessPal. Simple fucking as. All right? So, you've done your 2 weeks at the maintenance. Then once you get to you're comfortably doing that for 2 weeks. If you're looking to gain muscle, you need to add 200 calories. If you're looking to burn fat, you need to remove 200 calories. Then you do that for another 2 weeks and we reassess. What's your energy levels like? How are you sleeping? And you work at that. If you're losing weight, it depends on where, see this is the tricky bit now. It depends on where you are. It depends on how much weight you have to lose. The heavier you are, the more calories you're going to have to consume and then slowly bring them down. Simple as. Because if you have a lot of weight to lose, you're eating a lot of fucking food. Simple as. But going cold turkey on that shit is just going to fuck you up. That's what happens to these yo-yo diets, where people go on a fucking super restrictive diet for 5 or 6 weeks. They lose weight, but they're not actually losing body fat. They're actually losing muscle density and fucking water weight and all this sort of crack. And as soon as they go off the diet, they're actually looking forward to getting off it because they were hating it, because their body was starving the entire time. So then what happens as soon as they go off this 5-6 week fucking diet plan, fucking drink your own piss thing, fucking the weight shoots back up. Because they never actually lost body fat. They only lost like muscle density and water. So then my advice will be, stick the course. You didn't gain weight overnight. You're not going to lose that motherfucking shit overnight. You're looking to build muscle? Man, building muscle. Prepare for a journey for the rest of your fucking life. Building muscle takes forever. Like my training career, I was always a weedy motherfucker. I was always this lanky string of piss. Until I worked with those guys maybe, and that would have been nearly 8 years ago now. I always assumed I was eating enough, but I never realised the importance of my nutrition when it came to building muscle. Listen, the long and short of all this shit is, why is tracking calories important? The bottom line is because your nutrition is the most important. You want to have more energy to run around with your kids. Hey, Neve, what's the crack? You want to run around with your kids and be able to pick them up and throw them into the air. You need fucking energy for that. You want to do your job really well. You want your brain to work at a high level. You need food for that. You want to get rid of that fat and off your body. You need to spark your metabolism by eating food to burn it off. Okay? Gone is the day of a super restrictive diet. It's now about improving your lifestyle. I will never tell people to eliminate foods from their diet. Never. I just bring a shine light on the aspect that I'm bringing awareness to what you're eating. And then you can curb that. Because there's no such thing as fucking bad food. If you like some chocolate on fucking after dinner and ice cream, fuck yeah, go for it. But make it fit inside your calories. If you like a beer after work with the boys, no problem. Make it fit inside your calories. If you want to have a night out with the girlies on a Saturday night and you know you're going to fucking get that fucking wine into you in a big scale, that's fine. But just make it fit in your calories. That day is going to be a slightly different day where you only want to probably eat half the calories in food and you're going to consume the rest of the calories in fucking wine. That's fine. You deserve to blow your socks off. Fuck me, I do it often enough. So anyway, that's the daily crack. If you're starting to track your calories, download the app, put in your information, go to the maintenance level, 2 weeks of that, then according to your goal, whether you want to lose weight or build muscle, add or subtract 200 calories. And if this shit is super complicated for you to do and you need someone to hold you by the hand to walk you through this, I'm your fucking man. This is what I do. And this is how I can help you online. Because sometimes we need accountability. Sometimes we need someone to kick us in the arse to keep us going in the right direction. The fitness shit people can do. You can get up and you can walk. You can get up and you can go to the gym. But when it comes to the food stuff and, you know, just doing your due diligence when it comes to using the app, sometimes you need someone looking over your shoulder going, hey, did you track that shit today? That's this cunt. All right? I've shouted on for enough. Pretty good engagement for a fucking evening video. Might start doing these in the evening anymore. But anyway, welcome to the fucking demo castle cave, whatever you want to call it. And on that note, I'll see you cunts later. Giddy up!